to Mastering Sales. I'm Brent Gove, your host, and today we have a special guest all the way from the East Coast, Lars Hedenberg. He is, in my opinion, one of the top real estate coaches in the country. I've known Lars for a long time. He's absolutely amazing. I'm looking for him, though. He said he's here, but I do not see him. Lars, are you here? Did he? Okay, good. He might have got, I think he's.
We'll make him a co-host.
Yeah. There he is. Hey, Lars, how you doing? Good to see you, buddy.
What's up?
Good to see you, man. Welcome to Mastering Sales with Brent Gove. I do this once a week at 5:10 Eastern. You are our special guest today. Tell everyone before you give them tips. I want them to know what a rock star you are. Tell them a little bit about give them a minute or two, Cliff Notes, the Lars Hedenberg story about real estate, how you became a coach, a little bit about you.
Yeah. So, left a cozy multiple six-figure corporate job back in 2007. 3 months on the East Coast. We got hit a little bit later than the left coast. Inventory shot through the roof 3 months after I got into, we went to 25 months of inventory. Worst time ever. Turned out best time ever. But we went from 15,000 agents to 5,000 agents in our market. And so it was a crazy time. Just got married, had our first kid same year I got into real estate. So starting a family, not knowing how to do marriage, all of it, new to sales, had never sold anything before. But I figured some stuff out. I singularly focused on, one lead source for 2.5 years. And I got really good at one thing, one script. Sold 27 homes my first 10 months, 44 my first full year, 58 the first year I brought on another person, and then 118, 178, 248 is when I exited, 312, 453. And I got that business down to very profitably down to 1 day a week, sitting in the business owner seat. So since then, 2013, I've just been running real estate B school and, launched into EXP 4 years ago. And it's been.
Tell them a little bit about real estate B school. You had 10 B students. What do you mean real estate B school? Did you have 20 students? Is it individual coaching, group coaching? Tell us a little bit about that before we get
I would say that the unique aspect of a B school, and it stands for business school, so it's business coaching for real estate agents, is that most of the time I find agents really struggle with just building out systems in the business that make the business run better and give you a shot at making an unreasonable amount of money in a reasonable amount of time. So I was able to sell, the year we did 178 transactions, I did 66 sites personally, 33 buyers, 33 sellers, and I didn't work any evenings or weekends. And I had 3 or 4 agents that were highly productive, making a lot of money alongside me, but on the right splits that were in line with the value I provided versus the value they provided. So that's what business school, real estate B school, it just, how to put a database together the right way and turn it into multiple six-figure pillar, how to use social media systematically, how to build an expired, direct mail system or FSBO direct mail system, the least sexy stuff in real estate, but the stuff that actually scales.
So you've been doing this for about 10 years. And how many people have been through your B school? How many people have you coached in the last 10 years?
Yeah, I would say, I stopped counting, but over 2,000.
Wow. Very, very impressive. Okay. Is there anything else you want to tell them about your background or your company? At the end, I'd love for you to give people your coaching website. And it just is a thank you from me to you. If someone's interested in connecting, we'll do that at the end. But is there anything else you want to tell them about your background before we give them 2 to 3 superstar tips on how to sell in this market, 2024?
No, the only thing is that this is the perfect time to get after it as everyone is freaking out. So this is when I came into, I think we're going to go through a bit of a crap storm as far as what might happen in the economy, and hopefully Jesus comes soon. That's my real, I think Julie says brother. Jesus is coming, so you don't have to worry about anything. So no, I'm ready to roll. I've got some good stuff.
I just want to comment on the comment you made. Yes, A plus to Jesus. But the other comment on the perfect time. I got in real estate in 96 and every home was boarded up. It was a HUD home. Every home had a 5% commission and every home was zero down, zero closing costs. You have a job in $500. You could pick any home you want. 4-bedroom, 3-bath with a pool, 3-car garage. Job in $500. The house is yours. That's how real estate was sold in the 90s because nobody could afford to buy a house. It was a crap time in real estate. People were out. It was a really hard market. That's all I knew. And it just went up from there. It got easier and easier and easier year after year. Then, of course, 2000, 2005, it exploded for 5 years. And in some parts of the country, it went on to 06, 07. But by 08, taps, it was over, which is kind of when you got in, right? You got in right there when the lights went out. They went out summer of 05. We could have told you the end was near the apocalypse. We knew it. July of 05. Absolutely knew it was over. I mean, it was like a light switch. And so anyways, okay, let's get to the tips. We tormented them enough with background and story. I think they enjoyed it. But what's the number one of advice you have for people to make it right now?
Yeah, so I'm gonna start in the clouds and then I'm gonna land in the dirt. So just bear with me. So the reason I was able to come in when all heck was breaking loose, and I didn't have a background in sales, and I don't even have the personality, honestly. I'm super introverted. But I clearly wrote out where I wanted to be 3 years. So the reason I was able to do the work on the daily, which I'll get into, is I knew clearly where I wanted to be in 3 years, and I knew real estate could get me there. Like there's these just massive commission checks, right? If I could sell 100 homes, I'm going to be a millionaire. It's going to be great. So I was really good at writing down where I wanted my life to be in very specific detail, a 3-year vision. So you may have done that before or maybe not, but if you haven't, you have to do it and you have to look at it consistently. So I still look at my goals in multiple businesses, in multiple areas of my personal life every single day. So this stuff does not escape me, even though I've achieved a certain level of success. I think God has more impact left in me on this industry. So I would say you just need some sort of like planning process or vision process. And if you don't have that, you're not going to be able to push through the stuff that's going to come because you don't have any bigger purpose or you don't even know what's possible because you haven't written down. So I would say that's like the backdrop to all of this. And it goes without saying that along with that, I mean, I had a picture of my kids who were, in my biggest growth years, I had a picture of them on my desk. And so the reason I would do whatever it took on the daily and I made my calls is I was literally looking at a picture of my kids. And it was easy for me to be lazy, but it was hard for me to like I would say and I can get emotional, think about it. Like, I will not let you guys down today. I will not let you guys down today. So nothing is going to come easy in the next year, 2 or 3 in real estate. And so you have to ground it to some practice of something that's bigger than you. So I know that kind of lands with different people. Like, we've all heard that before, but are you actually doing it? So that's number one. Number two, and this gets a little bit more tactical, is that I wouldn't know what to do even back in the days when I was heavy in production if I didn't have it on my calendar. So again, everyone's going to say like, oh, you're going to teach us time blocking, but are you actually doing it? Are you doing it as if your life depended on it? And so it's unlikely that you would miss a $1 million listing appointment. But how often do you miss an appointment with yourself to generate new business? So I just never miss those appointments. Like if you're not where you want to be financially and you have a real estate license, it's likely that you're not honoring the commitments you're making to yourself. And again, that may be a little bit too in the clouds for you, but when you look at where you're spending your time, are you doing everything you possibly can to talk to 15, 20, 25 or more people every day about real estate? So like the leading indicator is, to me, if you were on my real estate team, if you were an outside sales agent, it was 25 meaningful conversations before we let you out on appointments. And if you were inside sales all day, it was 50 meaningful conversations a day minimum. And this is a meaningful conversation is a two-way conversation with a decision-making adult about real estate. So you could be catching up and you end the conversation. Brent, I've got big goals. Who do you know that's looking to buy or sell? I'll take good care of them. Who can you think about right now? So you could just talk to 10 people and end the conversation and stick it to them and say, my heart. I've got a big family. I've got too many kids to care for. Like, I need you to just put me in touch with someone on a three-way text right now. And so do that 10 times a day. I would say that's the second point. The third point, and I realize it looking back, so some of this is with hindsight, is that, and we've heard Chuck Fazio from stage, and he uses words that you and I don't like to use, but he says, I think he uses the F-bomb. You guys are too effing casual. Like, I could hear that ringing in my head. I think a lot of times, I think everyone needs to commit to daily non-negotiables. So daily non-negotiables, I have 6 of them. I do the 5-minute journal. So it's an app on your phone. You can also get a paper version. My wife uses the paper version. Phenomenal tool. You cannot have a bad mindset if you do the 5-minute journal. Once in the morning, 3 things you're grateful for, 3 things you're going to accomplish in the day, and then at night, 3 amazing things that happened and 1 thing you learned that day. That'll change your life if you do that 1 thing. So that's one of my daily non-negotiables. The next is that I'm going to post 3 times on social media. And I don't even like social media, but I'm going to post 3 times on social media. And these will be a little bit different for real estate because I'm trying to connect with agents, so mine's a little bit different. I'm going to open up 5 conversations on social media. So in someone that likes a piece of your content, or they follow you, or you just say, Brent, this is the script and it works. Copy it down. Brent, exclamation point. Thanks for the follow, or thanks for the like, exclamation point. Are you here for the content, or are you looking, in my case, are you looking to sell more homes? Because I'm talking to agents. In your case, are you here for the content, or are you looking to buy or sell a home? And just open up 5 of those conversations every day. That's the third thing. The fourth thing is that I work out for 45 minutes. So break a sweat, work out for 45 minutes. The fifth is read 10 pages of a nonfiction book. And what is the sixth? I got to look at I keep track of it on a little app called TickTick, which I'm obsessed with. My whole life is on this thing. And review my goals. So I review my goals, and I have them on TickTick. TICK, if anyone needs like an app for habit tracking and different projects and integrate your calendar. It has an Eisenhower grid. If you guys are nerds around the priority matrix, it's like the coolest thing ever. So if you pick, and I've committed to these 6 for the next 365 days. So these aren't things that I do just Monday through Friday. They're not things that I like negotiate my way out of. I've committed to them. They're non-negotiable. So if you pick 3, 4, 5 things, it could be, I'll give you some ideas for real estate. I'm going to connect with 5 people I know. So every day, and you could, I guess technically you could just do it Monday through Friday if you don't want to be up in people's stuff on the weekends, but I wouldn't. I would just do it daily. So I'm going to connect with 5 people I know. I'm going to message 5 people on social media I know. What's another good one? I'm going to post on social media. I'm going to do a Facebook Live every day. If you committed to doing a Facebook Live every day, your business would be unrecognizable a year from now. And
Wow.
You would suck at it at first. One of our clients got 30 listings in 90 days, and she tracked most of the business from doing a Facebook Live every day.
Wow.
But most people don't. Most people won't do it. And I committed to posting 3 times a day on Instagram after not doing social media for almost 2 years. And my son comes to me, he's like, really bad, Dad, really not good. He says, it's so cringy. I said to myself, do you think I'll be good a year or 2 from now and I'll have 100,000, 200,000 followers on Instagram, you better believe it. But I'm just now learning how to do social media. So this stuff is not, I haven't figured everything else out yet, but I know that because I committed to it on the daily, I will become an expert in it.
I love this. Your own son was saying you're terrible, but
Yeah.
the pathway to greatness is through being terrible, then being okay, then being decent, then being pretty good, then being good, then being outstanding, then being freaking phenomenal. And so it's a rite of passage. I love that. So I put the 5 minute journal and Tick Tick as two great apps to put down, and then going Facebook Live every day for the next 90 days. By the way, everyone's thinking you got to talk for an hour, 30 minutes, 10 minutes. I think you go Facebook Live for a minute. I mean, start off
Yeah.
just 30 seconds. Let it be weird till it's not. Let it be uncomfortable till it's not. Be comfortable being uncomfortable. And pretty soon doing a Facebook Live is just kind of what you do. It's like brushing your teeth. You're having a cup of coffee. I have a cup of coffee every morning. It is a daily non-negotiable. Lars, that is so good. How long do you recommend as they're starting, just to kind of get it in their blood? How long do you recommend they do a Facebook Live for if they're going to take the challenge and completely transform their business? How long?
Yeah.
A minute, 2-3 minute Facebook Live?
Yeah. So real quick on that, it's just the habit of doing it, like you said, more than anything else. So, and it's also not all about real estate. So it's a book by Gary V, Jab, 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 Right Hook. So for every piece of real estate you do, it's three other things. So it's like, I'm here at the barn. My daughter has her lesson. You know, I thought about this thing today, and I just wanted to kind of get it out there and share it with you. Have you guys ever struggled with, like, not making time for your spouse, or being on your phone, or like just stuff that everyone can relate to? I've picked up my health workouts so I can do something about that. Um, and then on the fourth one, you're gonna do like, okay, so real estate's pretty choppy right now. We've had in the last month, days on market has ticked up or ticked down. And we've seen the this go this way. Maybe you're holding a piece of paper from Keeping Current Matters, which is a super cheap, great resource that everyone should have. I don't have an affiliate deal. And you're kind of pointing at it, or you're setting whatever you're doing. And then you just say, like, listen, if you want to see what your home is worth, just go to larshomeeval.com. So every fourth one, actual call to action, but it doesn't even need to. It's just you're just putting out information, and you're building your brand. You're building yourself online as the authority. In Real Estate B School, we call it brand authority builder. And
Yeah.
it just takes reps. No one can do it for you. You can't pay $100 a month to some social media thing to do it. You actually have to do it yourself, because you're the only person. AI is not going to be able to do it for you, because there is no other Brent. There is no other Lars. There is no other you that can do this work for you.
You're amazing. You don't need to be anyone else. Just be you with authenticity. That's so good. Quick question, Lars. I may have made a mistake on this, but I was on the radio 10, 15 years ago going, hey, if you want to know what your home worth, go to Brent Gove, homeevaluation.com. I was doing that stuff too, but I was on the radio, so I get like a lot of requests. So what I learned to do, and this may have been a mistake, I probably didn't build the database I could have had, so I'm sure it was a mistake. I would say, if you're thinking about selling your home, actually listing with an agent and moving, go to brentshomeevaluation.com. So I kind of went, I didn't like just like, oh, are you moving? Oh, hell no. This is my forever home. I'll be here. I'll die here in 40 years. So those were depressing home evaluations to spend time on. But I could have built my database with those people. I did. I chose right to just kind of get rid of everybody. And the people who want to know, they're either thinking about moving out of the area, selling their home, listing. I kind of, and it worked. It worked, but I didn't have as big a database because of it. Do you think that was a mistake?
It all depends, right? If you're struggling to have those 20 meaningful conversations, and you get someone and you connect with them, and you could end that conversation with like, okay, I get that you're not looking to move, but is there a neighbor you want to get rid of? Or someone at work, right? So it's just another opportunity where you can have a conversation with an adult about real estate. So yeah, for sure, you could dial it in at scale. You don't want to be doing 100 free home evals, every month. But most CRMs on the back end have a an automated tool that they get you to a certain point, you capture the lead, and then you're following up and they've answered a question about like, are you likely to sell, looking to refinance, or just curious? So most CRMs have that embedded in it now.
That's awesome. Lars, thank you. Is there any final thing you want to say? Or are you good? That was really good today. Thank you.
Yeah, I would say if anyone is looking to scale their business, that's really what we're really, really good at. Just go to milliondollaragentmethod.com. So that's the only, there's no high pressure situation. We'll just jump on a strategy session, dig into your business, where it's at now, where you want it to be in the future. It's just milliondollaragentmethod.com.
Someone type that in the chat bar, please. $1 million
agent method.
$1million-agentmethod.com.
Yep.
MD.
That's it. Yeah, it's just a short video there. And you'll know if it's right for you. It's not for everyone, but we're a heavy implementation. It's a 90-day build out that we do with our clients.
Right on. I'm clicking on that link right now. Someone put it. Well, I probably shouldn't click on it. We're in the middle of this thing. But can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Or you can just go on Instagram, just at Lars Hedenborg on Instagram, and just send me a DM and I'll connect with you.
Oh, this is a cool website, man. I recommend everybody. $1milliondollaragentmethod.com. I'm here right now. That is really cool. All right. Thank you, Lars. And then they can take it from there. And all right. Excellent. That was really cool. If you haven't done
Awesome.
that, do that. All right, everyone. Lars, thank you for being on today. Lars Hedenborg, everybody, a good friend of mine, and appreciate you. And by the way, Lars, if you didn't hear, we have Ed Milet ready to go for Cabo this year. Dates blocked. Everyone gets to meet Ed Milet in person. I'm using him in personal, smaller venues and medium. You'll see him walking the pool, the beach, at the spa, maybe on the golf course. Come hang out with Ed Milet this March 11th through 12th. Get your ticket today. Get your oceanfront suite today. The oceanfront suites are going to go. They always go first, and you'll be staring at the parking lot. But if you have to stare at the parking lot, stare at the parking lot. But if you
What's the website?
What's
the website?
Rob, can you put the website in the chat? Let's see. Everyone open your chat. Rob's going to type it there.
And I'm sorry, which one? I was distracted by something.
Cabo chat.
Oh, yeah. Cabo. expcabo.com.
Let's put that in the chat.
I'm going to sign up right now.
There you go. expcabo.com. Jay Kender's coming. Kyle Whistle's coming. John Cheplack's coming. We're working on Tom Ferry this year. We have Bill Pipes coming. Glenn Stanford coming. Leo Robles is coming. The leaders of EXP, Lars Hedenborg's coming. John Mikesh is coming. Like a lot of you are coming. This is our highlight event of the year. There it is. expcabo.com. And love you guys. Lars, thank you. You're amazing. Have fun with your daughter, and we appreciate you. Love. We'll see everybody. Thanks for being on. We'll see everyone next week. Bye for now.